Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to show you guys how to get a sexy toned back. Strong toned back isn't just about looking good in your clothes, it's also really good for your posture. So if you guys are interested in seeing some of my favorite back exercises for home and at the gym, stay tuned. Before I get into this workout though, I'm just going to show you guys this quick diagram of the back. All of these muscles will be involved in your back workout, but I want you guys to focus on your latissimus dorsi, aka your lats. This is the one I want you guys to focus on in your back workout and make sure that you're really pulling through with those. Guys, your form is really important, so make sure during this workout you're keeping your chest up and your shoulders back. Now that that's been covered, let's get on to the workout. Just before my workout, I am having some pre-workout. This one is from EHP Labs. It's called Pride. This one is in the flavor Rainbow Candy, which is my favorite flavor of all time. I am trying to improve my upper body strength. I am trying to improve it. So I like to take my Pride pre-workout because it really does help me enhance my performance. And it also keeps me really focused on the workout and really zoned in. I am a dry scooper when it comes to pre-workouts. That's because I like to take mine in the gym and then I like to let it kick in while I'm doing my warm-up sets. Of course, you can also mix it with some water and drink it beforehand as well. So to kick off back day, I am starting with assisted pull-ups. I cannot do a full pull-up with no help yet, but I will. I've just got to work on my upper body strength. So I am starting off on a heavy weight. The heavier the weight is on this machine, it means the more help you're getting to lift yourself up. I have still made sure to put it on a weight where I am working and I'm not just being assisted by the machine. As you can see, I am struggling to pull myself up. Look at that, I am struggling, guys. It's hard. So on the second set, I reduced the amount of weight that is being used to assist me. And on the third set, I will reduce the weight again. You get the idea. Reduce the weight so that you're independently lifting yourself as much as possible. I haven't got a home version for this exercise, but for the rest of the exercises, I do. Straight into the next workout, guys. For the sexy back day, it's gonna be lat pull down. So I do 3 sets of 15 for this one, and each round I increase the weight that I am using. Make sure that you are pulling with your lats and not your arms. So make sure that you're really squeezing your back as you pull it back and that you're not pulling through your arms. Here is the home version using a resistance band. You're doing the same movements and you're making sure that you're pulling through your lats, you're pulling through your back, and you're not pulling the resistance band with your arms. And just make sure that when you're at the bottom, you give your lats a good squeeze before you take it back up to the top. And make sure when you're at the top that you're fully extending your arms all the way up before you pull back. Now here's another version with another resistance band. This time I am using a door anchor. So I put the door anchor into the top of the door, I locked the door, and I put a resistance band through the loop to just repeat the same movements that I was doing before. I'm on my knees for this one, guys, because I couldn't reach the top of the door. So I'm just on my knees and I'm making sure I get the same movements through the back. For the next workout, it's essentially the same movement, guys, but this time I am doing it with one arm. So it's a single arm lat pull down, and I'm just making sure I'm locking in with the back, in with the lats, and I'm not pulling with my arms. It's really important that you make sure you're pulling with your lats, guys. And if you're working from home, you can do the same movement with a resistance band. As you can see, I am just repeating the same movement. I have the resistance bands at the top of my arms and I am pulling back with one arm. Of course, alternatively, if you have a door anchor and a bigger loop resistance band, you can put that into the door and do the same movements as you were doing with the gym one and just pull back with one arm and make sure and squeeze your lats. Next workout is a seated row. So as you guys can see, I'm slightly leaning forward and I'm pulling back with my lats and squeezing. Try not to rock back and forward, just lean forward enough so that you have a full extension on your arms and pull back so that you can squeeze on your lats. So lean forward slightly to have a long extension, and then as you're pulling back, make sure you're squeezing through your lats and you give it a big squeeze before you go back to the first position. And of course, you can repeat this movement at home with a resistance band as well, guys. Make sure that when you're using the resistance bands, it's nice and taut and you have resistance on it. And then you just repeat the same movements, guys. You're not rocking, you're just extending fully forward and then squeezing back on your lats, and give it a big squeeze before you return to the original position. So I'm just turning from the side more to the back so you guys can see how I squeeze on my lats. Now that's how you need to do it. You need to really squeeze on those lats, guys, and get it to work. Lean forward, give it a nice stretch, and then squeeze back and hold it. For the next exercise, we're just going to do the same thing, a seated row, but with a single arm. I'm not sure why I'm twisting it, guys. It's just like a natural movement for me to bring my arm forward and twist it back like that. But the main thing is that I am getting a squeeze on my lats. I'm leaning forward and I'm getting the same squeeze on my lats. And I'm keeping my elbows as close to me as possible. Same movement for the home workout, guys. All you're doing is using a resistance band instead. Keep the resistance band nice and taut, and you're just pulling back with one arm and getting a nice squeeze on your lats. I'm just going to turn more to the back so you guys can see it as well. I'm getting a nice squeeze on the back of my lats. I'm pulling back and I'm squeezing, and then I'm returning to the original position. Moving away from the machines now, guys, I'm going to go to the free weights and I'm going to do some barbell rows. I'm just leaning forward and keeping the bar by my knee, and I'm just pulling back. And when I say I'm pulling back, I am pulling with my lats. I'm not pulling with my arms, I'm pulling through my back and with my lats. From the side angle here, you can see I am pulling back. So the weight is out in front of me and I am pulling it backwards. From the back, you can see I'm really squeezing on my lats. The same method goes for the home version. I'm just standing on a band and I'm pulling back with my lats on the resistance band. Keep your elbows tucked into your sides. As you can see from the back, my elbows are very close to my body and I'm just completing the motion of pulling back with my lats. Up next, we've got a single arm dumbbell row. I'm leaning on a bench for balance and I'm just doing the same movement, guys. You should get it by now. I'm pulling back with my lats. From the back, you can really see the muscle that is working. I'm not pulling with my arms, I'm pulling with my back, and I'm giving it a good squeeze before I go back to the initial position. I'm keeping my elbows tucked into my side and I'm bringing the weight back from in front of me. So I'm putting the weight out in front of me and I'm bringing it back towards me. All the time I'm keeping my elbows tucked into the side. Same movement for the home version. Instead, I am just using a resistance band. I'm making sure it's taut, as you can see, and I'm just pulling backwards with my lats. So there you have it, guys. I am done. Those are my favorite back workouts for a toned, strong back. I've given you gym versions and I've given you home versions, so there's no more excuses. I've given you everything you need to get a good back workout in. Now, you guys, all I need you to do is make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share my videos and check out the rest of my videos. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!